Welcome back to the VTuber news. This is Salvi, the one who resides on the right side of your screen most of the time, and I'm here now just to remind you guys that I do have a goal for, at the very least, until my birthday in June. I would love to be able to reach 20k subscribers, so if you could please subscribe and continue to watch these videos whenever you have a chance, I would really appreciate it. Just a small reminder, of course, and do enjoy the rest of the video. She is blowing up for all the right reasons as we talk about Nekone, a female English-speaking Japanese cat girl VTuber who streams on Twitch. She debuted on the 7th of May 2026 and is currently streaming on Twitch under the username Nekone VTuber. We're talking about this situation, 0 to 40k in her first month, fastest growing VTuber I've ever seen. Well, at least non-affiliated VTuber, as in someone that is just on their own. It is very hard for someone to grow that much in just a short while. Even some that are with an agency don't grow this quickly. And this is primarily on her, of course, on her TikTok, but we are going to take a look at everything going on here. And I'm going to try to not say as much, but I can only do so much. So here's some of the ones that she has here. Let's take a look.
Cucumber. What is this called?
Oh, paprika.
A bell pepper.
Bell pepper.
What is this called?
Oh, carrot.
A carrot.
Oh, today easy.
What is this called?
Oh, tomato.
A tomato.
So yeah, they have ones like that. They continue to have ones. These are the most popular ones she has.
A grater.
A grater.
What is this called?
Oh, I know, easy. Fork.
A fork.
Yeah.
Yes, you
What
got
is
it.
this called?
Oh, I know. Spoon.
A spoon.
Yeah. Easy.
What is this called?
So yeah, she just keeps having these. These are extremely popular for her. This is her right now, 46.8k follower TikTok. She has lots of different things. She has ones about Gura, about hamburger, all these different things of her playing games and just having fun. And this is what has made her popular on TikTok. I'm very glad that she's growing that much. We have also her on her Twitch. When she started out, she was on 500. She has steadily grown to getting 1.2k to now being anywhere from 1 to 2,500 views by the time she's done at only 2.6k followers. I say only because usually you expect this to be maybe 10 times the followers for her to get this. This is amazing. This is something that is a testament to her and how entertaining she is, as they're saying down here. It's only been a month, some crazy growth rate. It's insane. She had like 2 viewers a month ago. Now it's like 80 to 100 consistently. Incarnation of Zuki, by the way, this VTuber here, she was very popular on TikTok. I don't know if she streamed. Didn't she quit for personal reasons or something, though she didn't want to make a return? So yes, it's a reincarnation, I guess. Zuki quit, yeah, but I said incarnation is Nekone. It's someone with a similar personality. Okay. Chibi on Pixiv, about to pop off. Pretty sure the fastest growth of VTuber was from Samako Saba, but that's a different story. Yeah, Samako Saba was a, Gura before. So people knew that she was Gura before. That's a bit different. That growth there is different. It is still amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I will never take that away from Gura, and I will never, when she grew to 4 million inside of Hololive, which is insane, and also the growth of her, that Samako Saba, is insane as well. That is also testament to their the ingenuity that they have and the entertainment that they have. The Queso growth rate, Queso would crash out if you called him fat like that. I see her post all the time on TikTok. A very addicting voice to listen to. Might need to check out her streams. She seems like a very, very interesting character, a very interesting VTuber, and that is why she is able to grow the way that she is. I do hope that her stellar growth rate continues and that she will reach new heights soon. Ooh, subliminal messaging. Follow the squirrel. Subscribe to the squirrel. This is not a psyop. This is just me being a dumbass. Ooh, subscribe. They are leaving, or at least quitting what they're doing right now. As we move on to Nijisanji project, and one of the projects underneath it, or at least groups underneath it, which is named Nornis. It says Nornis, Nijisanji's vocal unit with Inui Toko and Machita Chima, ends activities on 8th of June 2026 after forming it in 2022 and releasing EPs like Transparent Blue and Integrity. Delivered standout events including 3D Live, National Tour, Orchestra Concert, Tokyo Philharmonic, which is amazing, honestly amazing. So yeah, they have decided to end things. So we hereby report that as of today, June 8, 2026, Unitoko and Machirachima will be concluding their unit activities as Nornis. Please note that moving forward, we will continue to focus even more on individual activities as VTubers affiliated with Nijisanji. So we kindly ask for your continued support. For details, please see below. And here is the message regarding Nornis' future activities. Thank you very much for your continued support of the VTuber unit Nornis. We get to announce that as of today, June 8th, 2026, Monday, Inutoko and Machirachima will be ending their activities with Nornis in order to focus more on the individual careers. This decision was reached after discussion with the staff and other members, Inutoko and Machirachima, with their future in mind. Since formation in June 2022, we have been able to deliver many songs to you. All thanks to everyone involved in Nornis who has cooperated with us in various ways, and above all, to everyone who has supported Nornis up until now. I express my sincere gratitude. I also deeply apologize for the sudden announcement. Furthermore, Unitoko and Machirachima will continue to be Nijisanji affiliated VTubers, will also be focusing more on their individual activities than ever before. So we would appreciate your continued support. Nornis' official website, YouTube channel, etc. will remain publicly accessible. Please note that this may change depending on the situation. Lastly, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to everyone who has supported Nornis up until now, to everyone who has even briefly experienced Nornis' music, and to our fans who have supported us most closely. We hope you will continue to support Nijisanji VTubers, Inutoko and Machirachima in the future. Direct all inquiries to any color and not directly to the talents. And let's go on to the individuals here too. Inutoko says, I'm sorry for the sudden announcement. All the activities and encounters at Nornis have been special, and even after the unit's activities come to an end, those memories and the songs we've created together will remain unchanging treasures forever. As a live streamer who loves singing, I will continue to engage in plenty of activities from here on out, so I hope you'll keep walking alongside me. Machirachima says, we are announcing that Nornis will be ceasing its activities, do live performances, tours of Shinjuku Cross Vision, orchestra lives, all those things. All these were made possible only because unit existed. They remain precious treasures. Through our activities as a unit, we encounter not only the joyful and happy moments, but painful and regretful ones as well. Truly a vast array of emotions. Each and every one of these has become an irreplaceable experience, shaping who we are today and forming a vital part of our personal wealth. To all the team members who have supported us thus far, to the creators who joined us in crafting such wonderful works, and above all, to the listeners who have continued to cheer us on with such warmth, we extend our heartfelt gratitude. While activities as Nornis will come to an end, we sincerely hope that the songs you've delivered up until now will continue to accompany everyone in their daily lives. So their group activities are gone. They are not gone. Their group activities are gone, and they're going to be doing their own things separately. They're going to be doing their own things as, separate VTubers in Nijisanji. I do wish them the best because, well, they did a lot for their fans, and they brought a lot of happiness to them as well. The Stellar Blade Saga, Stellar Blade Blood Rain, is a new game that's going to be coming out in 2027, I believe. And that Stellar Blade drama, saga, whatever you want to call it, is continuing to have people out themselves by saying that this here, which is obviously an adult woman, is a child. You out yourself when you think that, when that's the first thing you think when you think of this character. When you look at this character, it's thinking of a child and thinking of people sexualizing a child. That is very much your issue, not anyone else's. Shift up, it says Evie wasn't created to be remembered only for her appearance. The studio openly admits she was designed to be attractive, of course. I mean, that's what gets people going. That's what gets people interested in your stuff. Make attractive men, women, everything in between. Hell, I've seen the anthropomorphic creatures that are also made attractive because you want to be able to have something nice to look at. It's just human nature. You don't want someone that reflects yourself if you're a fat basement dwelling Reddit mod like myself. You don't want anything like that. You want to look, you want the power fantasy number one, and two, you want to suspend disbelief. You want to suspend belief and have, something interesting out there. Here we have the studio openly admits she was designed to be attractive, but that's just looks are just one part of what makes a character memorable. Team learned a lot from Nikke. Though the game is known for fan service, many players stayed because they like the characters and the stories. Exactly. Nikke does have a lot of fan service, but the stories behind the characters can be pretty damn deep, and they can be heart-wrenching in some cases, and that is why people continue to play Nikke and other games like that. Gacha game makers have learned very quickly. You cannot just make something beautiful and expect people to show up and stay. They'll show up, but they'll leave if they get bored of, just repetitive play and things like that. No story behind them. Shit that leaves good looks can grab attention. Personality and strong writing is what make fans care. Absolutely. Director Kim Hyun-tae said Evie from the first Stellar Blade was too bland. Because of that, The team changed its approach for Blood Rain. They realized players connect with main characters who has a strong personality instead of making them as plain as possible. So that's one thing they've done, and that is very smart for them to do. Eve definitely had more potential for character development. That's why I'm actually quite disappointed with the sequel is going to be that route. But I'll let Chipped Up cook, serve the meal, and then I'll decide whether to eat it or not. Eve had the makings of a puppet learning what happens behind the strings character, especially when she stops believing in Mother Sphere's teachings. I guess the failure of Stellar Blade is having a narrative that landed coherently. And here it says, shame because Adam, for me, was well-written antagonist. So some people are taking a look at this and hoping good things happen. But the main issue that I'm talking about here is this person. Juna decided to recreate Evie from this Stellar Blade Blood Rain and did an amazing job. But of course, as always, there are going to be people. I mean, there are people who are going to support her. Absolutely. As you see here, lots of people are just very happy for her. They did an amazing job. People were like, Asmongold is going to think you're 12 now, which is, you know, Asmongold did think Evie was like 12 or something, or at least looked way too young. And again, you out yourself when you think that. Careful, because there's a certain sect of people that are going to insist you're a child now. But I was told you have to be 12 to look like this. It says, that's amazing. Can't wait for this game. More cosplay, insanely accurate and gorgeous. Even the freckles down to crisp is amazing. Impossible according to social justice warriors. You are 9 years old. Not even social justice warriors, because, for example, Asmongold is not a social justice warrior, and he believes that character was 12 or whatever, or too young, or modeled after child or whatever. Asmongold, I effing know why you made that controversial opinion, because now people will tag you with every Eevee cosplay. I see. He was playing 4D chess there. He just wanted to get people to show the cosplays to him. I see. That's well played, Asmongold, if that's the case. And continuing here, of course, we're going to see people having some interesting takes. So it looks like almost identically to the trailer. Praises AF. Also clearly a woman, not a child. Weirdos defeated. Down here, she's clearly a woman. The game character isn't. Longer face features means older age. You're dumb, actually. Yeah, again, I knew there was going to be people that are going to be saying that. Weirdos defeated. Yet you along with the other brigade constantly complain about how females look in games unless they're all goon bait. Y'all want to get bricked up while playing games. So I'd say y'all are true weirdos. People calling Blood Rain protagonist a child and then go watch anime like this with little minors being more est. And yeah, you want to really trigger them, show them a photo of a 40-year-old Japanese woman. Hags are going to chimp out. So yeah, this is the thing. East Asian women, but East Asian women in particular, seem to have really good genes that make them look really young. You could see 30-year-old actresses and 40-year-old like Japanese actresses and such that look like they're 20. And yeah, you could see, well, even in the US, even in the West, sometimes you'll have 18, 20-year-olds playing 12, 13-year-olds on TV because they look younger. But it is a younger look from an adult. It is an adult. They're not being taken advantage of. If you immediately see, look at this specifically, and say, or look at this specifically, and say that is a child. This one here, which is obviously matured. Like I'll say, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say she looks 18. Still, she's an adult, and that is more telling on you. You are actually outing yourself by thinking this, in my opinion. I don't usually engage with discussions like this, but I'm sorry to say they still look older than the character. I understand looking younger than your age, been told that myself, but there's still a clear distinction between younger looking and literal child's face. Says your cosplay is exactly what one expects for younger looking adults. So yeah, people are like literal child's face, but it's not for the cosplay. Again, if you see this and see a literal child's face, you're outing yourself. You're definitely outing yourself. I'll just say that much. And if people hate me, let them hate me. I'm just saying that. Difference is the video game character is glossier CGI, while the cosplayer is an actual person whose skin naturally absorbs light in a realistic way. She is just doing a cosplay, not recreating Evie's persona in real life. Don't recall saying otherwise. She's pretty perfect copy. And here, stop setting yourselves up like this. Stand up. This person is why white women pushing 30 who definitely look like their age on this app are so hellbent on trying to prove their real life lollies by humiliating themselves like this to get a crumb of validation from P's only to get called hags. And the reply is beyond me. Girls, stand up. But yeah, no, that is a bad take. That is a nuclear bad take right there. But hey, everyone's able to have whatever it takes to have, whether they be bad or not. 36-year-old who looks 17. It's literally 14. It's so embarrassing. Yeah, it's just people are embarrassing themselves. Holy S, she looks actually identical. She does look identical. Women on this app told me 12-year-olds can't have that face. Only 12-year-olds can have that face. Not accurate. She got massive honkers on like Kiwi. Oh god. And then someone will say the eye looks different, the cheek looks different. Really goes to show that the people calling Evie a little child have never really seen some normal women before. But how did someone of age cosplay an underage character with perfect accuracy? That's impossible. And sarcasm. I know it's just a face pick, but she did an amazing job. And again, like I said, you look at the one on our right, and you say that's a literal child. It outs you. It absolutely outs you. You can say, yes, they look youthful. Youthful is a good way to describe it. But a child? No, I'm seriously, no, I don't see it. Maybe I'm blind, but I don't see it. She does have youthful features. She is made to look more youthful, like maybe 18, 19, that type of thing. But a child, like they're calling her 12? She just, no. I mean, I guess if you're looking at 12-year-old children that way, then I guess I could see that. But only if you're looking at 12-year-old children that way. It's just weird in my opinion. But still, I'm glad that she pretty much clapped back with actually showing the cosplay. Yes, it can be, you know, an adult woman. An adult woman can look that way. It's not only these weirdos that think that they're a child. Bonnie Barkswell is a female English-speaking VTuber, and was formerly part of Globy. Globy did close down, and she was able to keep her IP, luckily. And we're talking about her because she has something big, which is Virtual Takeover. She's going to be a part of this. Virtual Takeover is going to AniFest, creating fun VTuber experiences by fans, for fans, by fans. And we are taking a look at this, which is proud to present Serendipitous Soiree, the unofficial EN4 after party. Ticket link will be posted live on Monday, 5/25/2026. This was something that I did talk about a while back, a bit ago, when it actually did happen, where you have Raki Kazuki, Kanon Meloet, Eko Mori, Bonnie Barkswell, Jean Wanwan, Danny Sars, and Aineko Evexos, which I think these middle ones they're all cosplayers. Actually, the ones below the VTubers are all cosplayers, it looks like. And says, I wish to be there too. A lot of people are, wishing to be there. And Bonnie Barkswell says, LA, I'll be performing at Serendipitous Soiree, an unofficial EN4 concert after party. So if you're going to that, you might as well keep the good times rolling, right? I'll sing your favorites. Grab a ticket now. They're halfway sold out already. That was on June 8th. And fetch a ticket here. That's why I'm talking about it. I did talk about it originally when it happened in May 25th. And this is the update. These tickets aren't actually that expensive. $33.85. Not bad at all. And it is Serendipitous Soiree here by Virtual Takeover through Eventbrite. That is where you can get your tickets if you do want to go there. If you are going to be at Los Angeles at the Apartment 503 Lounge, Friday, July 3rd and Saturday, July 4th from 10:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. It's going to be a full-on after party. Go and have fun. Enjoy yourselves. And, of course, drink responsibly. It had a track. You're in a Jeep. But it was the Jeep's, doors open and they close automatically. You get in just like a ride. You have a seatbelt just like a ride. And it just takes you through actual rhinoceroses, actual lions, actual giraffes, actual animals. You just go through, open Serengeti type plane. It was actually pretty cool. I liked it. Because unlike other little safari things where if you go to a zoo thing, where you're maybe a little bit in there, but you're like in a higher thing. You are at the same ground level as the animals. It actually feels like you are in a safari. I really loved it. I loved it. It's the closest thing I'll probably ever get to safari because I don't want dengue fever. I don't want malaria. And I sure as hell don't want Ebola. I sure as hell don't want Ebola. So I'm not going to be going to Africa anytime soon.
Swamps, thou hast stayed thyself from the open fields, for thou art hunters of a different sort.
Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.